Hello everyone. Today, we will explore one of the most sacred and ancient places in the world, the Old City of Jerusalem. A city where the convergence of cultures, religions, and history has created mysterious and inspiring stories. Join me as we embark on a journey to discover the beauty of this place. The Old City of Jerusalem, covering only about 1 square kilometer, carries the weight of thousands of years of history and the faith of billions of people around the world. Located on the Judean Plateau in the Middle East, between the Mediterranean Sea and the Dead Sea, Jerusalem holds a strategically important position. It is not only a center of trade, but also a crossroads of ancient civilizations, from Egypt, Babylon, and Persia to Greece and Rome. Jerusalem has a recorded history of at least 3,000 years. According to the Hebrew Bible, it was chosen by King David as the capital of the United Kingdom of Israel around 1000 BCE. His son, King Solomon, built the first temple, the first sacred temple of the Jewish people. However, this city has never known lasting peace. It has been destroyed, rebuilt, and fought over many times. In 586 BCE, the Babylonian Empire attacked and destroyed the first temple. The Jews later returned and built the second temple, which was then destroyed by the Roman Empire in 70 CE. Through the centuries, Jerusalem continued to change hands, from the Romans, Byzantines, Muslims, Crusaders, to the Ottomans. Each empire left its mark on the structure, architecture, and culture of the old city. That's why in just a small street here, you might hear church bells ringing next to the call to prayer from a mosque, and see Jews praying beside ancient stones. Just setting foot in Jerusalem, you will feel one thing: this is not merely a city, it is a living book of humanity, where every stone knows how to tell a story. The Old City of Jerusalem covers less than 1 square kilometer, yet it is divided into 4 distinct quarters, clearly reflecting the diverse cultural and religious tapestry of this place. Jewish Quarter. Starting from the southeast, we enter the Jewish Quarter, the spiritual heart of the Jewish people for thousands of years. The ancient stone path leads us to one of the holiest sites, the Western Wall, also known as the Wailing Wall. This is the remaining part of the wall that surrounded the Second Temple, the most sacred site in Judaism. Jews believe that the presence of God still resides there. Every day, thousands of worshippers come here to pray, many inserting small pieces of paper with prayers into the cracks, a tradition that has existed for centuries. Muslim Quarter. Heading northeast, we arrive at the Muslim Quarter, the largest and most populated area in the Old City. This is not only home to the Muslim community but also houses 2 globally iconic structures, Al-Aqsa Mosque and the Dome of the Rock. The Dome of the Rock, with its radiant golden dome, is believed by Muslims to be the place where the Prophet Muhammad ascended to heaven during the night journey Isra and Miraj. The nearby Al-Aqsa Mosque is the 3rd holiest site in Islam. Beyond its sacredness, this area is also vibrant with narrow streets filled with vendors' calls, the scent of spices, and handcrafted souvenir stalls. A very real and authentic Jerusalem. Christian Quarter. Continuing northwest is the Christian Quarter, where the Church of the Holy Sepulchre is located, believed to be the site where Jesus was crucified, buried, and resurrected. At any time of the year, you will see pilgrims from around the world shedding emotional tears, walking barefoot along the Via Dolorosa, the way of suffering that Jesus walked. It is both a physical and spiritual journey, culminating at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, the heart of Christian faith. Armenian Quarter. And finally, in the southwest is the Armenian Quarter, small but rich in identity. Armenians have been present in Jerusalem since the 4th century, and this area continues to preserve their language, culture, and traditions. The St. James Monastery is the most prominent highlight here, a peaceful, quiet space, in stark contrast to the bustling atmosphere of other quarters. Armenians here live a reserved but proud life, like guardians of a part of Jerusalem's ancient soul. 4 quarters, 4 colors. Each quarter is like its own distinct world, yet they blend together in the ancient rhythm of Jerusalem. No matter who you are or what religion you follow, just stepping into the old city will make you feel like you are standing in the deep current of human history and spirituality. For more than 3 millennia, the old city of Jerusalem has been the stage for monumental events, conquests, destruction, and rebirth, making every stone here soaked in historical significance. Ancient era, King David and Solomon. Everything began around 1000 BCE, when King David conquered Jerusalem and made it the capital of the United Jewish Kingdom. It was his son, King Solomon, who built the first grand structure, the first temple, a place to worship God, becoming the spiritual center of the Jewish people. But glory did not last forever. In 586 BCE, the Babylonian army under Nebuchadnezzar II destroyed the first temple and exiled the Jewish people. Construction of the Second Temple and Roman rule. After the fall of Babylon, the Jews returned and built the Second Temple in the 6th century BCE. During this period, Jerusalem came under the rule of several great empires, Persia, Greece, and eventually Rome. In 70 CE, after a Jewish revolt against Rome, the Roman army led by General Titus flattened the Second Temple, a historic wound that Jews still remember to this day. The only remaining part is the Western Wall, the Crusades and the battle for the city. In the 11th century, Jerusalem once again became the center of attention as crusaders from Europe stormed in with the goal of liberating the Holy Land from Muslim control. In 1099, during the First Crusade, Christian knights captured the city and established the Kingdom of Jerusalem. However, this control lasted less than a century before Saladin, the legendary Muslim general, retook Jerusalem in 1187, in a victory remembered for its rare spirit of tolerance at the time. Ottoman era. In 1517, Jerusalem fell into the hands of the Ottoman Empire under Sultan Selim I. The city experienced a long period of stability, and in the 16th century, Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent rebuilt Jerusalem's walls, the very walls we still see today. 20th century, war and division. The 20th century brought new upheavals. After World War I, Jerusalem came under British administration. In 1948, when the State of Israel was established, Jerusalem became the center of conflict between Israel and Palestine. During the Six-Day War in 1967, Israel took control of the entire city, including the Old City, marking a major turning point in the modern history of Jerusalem. However, this control also led to ongoing disputes and tensions that persist to this day. Through more than 3,000 years, from ancient dynasties, bloody crusades, to modern conflicts, the old city of Jerusalem still stands strong, a silent witness to humanity's strength, faith, and suffering. Jerusalem, where every stone knows how to tell a story, every street echoes with prayers, is not only a historical treasure but also the spiritual center for billions of believers around the world. For Jews, the old city is the holiest place, where their temple once stood, and where they direct their daily prayers. For Christians, this is where Jesus lived, was crucified, and resurrected, the heart of Christian faith for over 2 millennia. For Muslims, Jerusalem is the place where the Prophet Muhammad made his legendary journey to heaven, making this the 3rd holiest city after Mecca and Medina. There is no place in the world where the faiths of the 3 major religions are so intensely intertwined and coexisting as here. But precisely because of its importance, the old city is always in a fragile state, where political conflicts, religious disputes, and the passage of time constantly pose threats. To protect the timeless value of this place, in 1981, UNESCO recognized the old city of Jerusalem and its walls as a World Heritage Site. However, due to ongoing political tensions, Jerusalem is also listed as a World Heritage Site in danger. Today, many international organizations, conservation groups, and local authorities are making continuous efforts to preserve every stone wall, every dome, every tower, with the hope that this heritage of humanity will endure for future generations. The old city of Jerusalem is not just a historical site, but a living symbol of the convergence of cultures and religions. With its ancient walls, sacred temples, and inspiring stories, this city continues to captivate and connect millions of hearts from all around the world. Thank you for joining me in exploring one of the most magnificent places on Earth. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss the next videos. See you again.